Good morning, $88 trillion shipowner 94. Tomorrow I will be on board a ship in Europe that the television channel Antena 3 will be filming. Why is the difficulties providing certain ranks in the Spanish merchant fleet? They wanted to go for reefer engineer. I told them, well, reefer engineer is like radio operator, not so many nowadays. Question is that the list of the government is a bit old-fashioned, and many other excuses and problems that politicians and governments have. But the question is, could we provide $88 trillion to Spain 100 years intrinsic value? Yes, of course. How? Well, it's very simple. It's 4 million seafarers times $20,000 average each. Then that's direct. Indirect, there is 10 more jobs. I explained many times before. Therefore, it is $220,000 the value of one hero seafarer worldwide. 100 years, 22 million. So if we multiply 22 million, one seafarer intrinsic value to any country in 100 years, like if we calculate the investment rate of return in the stock exchange, value investor, then we have times 4 million seafarers, 2 on board, 2 at home, total $88 trillion. How could we typify governments not obtaining these? Well, that's a question that the judges have to change the laws instead of corrective, preventive, because the last 80 years in Spain, we lost all this money, so we can multiply approximately $66 trillion lost because inefficiency of governments is very simple. But who cares? We ship owners, we owners have to focus in this value generating for our future generations. It is beautiful holidays this Monday, and we have to express that should I not be for long around, perhaps there is others that can continue such intrinsic valuation, and even more, like I mentioned, in associations, disruptions, in oceans wave, 1 meter is $1 million. So, no, sorry, it's $22 million in 100 years, but this is perpetual. Therefore, is it time that ship owners press, lobby governments and tell them, come on, the only profession in the world that brings so much value to your country is seafaring. Seafarers are heroes, and ship owners really have this light. They generate long-term intrinsic value to any country, trade, business. There are many areas that these governments are incompetent, like the basic training. It costs $400 and takes 3 days or 2 days. Why is it throughout Europe and the world that each country has a different system? It's like COVID. Yes, how many people have been killed because inefficiency of the governments? Well, it's up to them to solve it. Then how about education from rating to officer? The same thing. There's excellent systems in India, in Philippines, in the UK, in Russia, in Ukraine. There's excellent systems so that ratings can be promoted, mixing time on board and studies. Latvia is a beautiful example. So then, why do we have different education systems? Now, could that be even more advanced, let's say, unemployment bonus linked to shore leave? Oh, that could be beautiful. There is many others, like for example, in IMEC articles change and every 2 years, directors with the most intrinsic value at the top, yes, forever perpetual. That's a very nice idea, isn't it? And we can account for it. Thank you very much indeed for your time. I look forward to this video tomorrow with the television. I have a very nice appearance, and that it is really useful to bring 88 trillion for Spain the next 100 years. Push you help in your country, I do in mine, and even call the televisions. They should be not have any conflict of interest with government, should they? Like and subscribe. Thank you, bye.